Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Marie-Josephine and I help women to connect back to their joy, ease and bliss in their life and to finally say goodbye to overwhelm and stress. I don't know about you, but as we have gone into 2025, I have already talked to so many people that have so many goals and they want to change so many things in their life. They finally want to get up at 6 in the morning, they want to start hitting the gym and start meditating every day. And not just making daily changes in their life, such as changing different kind of habits. Some people also start a question about, but what is my purpose? What can I actually create in this life? What can I bring into the life that is actually purely me? And how can I even enjoy it? And maybe you've seen my short video about even when you're stuck, just start doing. Because very often what happens is when we have an idea, we think that we have to become better, we think we're not good enough, so what we're doing is actually not getting started. But what if you don't even know where to get started? What if you don't even know what your purpose is in life? So if you are still struggling on finding your purpose in your life, I have 4 amazing questions for you that you can ask yourself to go to the root on what you actually want to do in your life and how you can also enjoy it. And to be honest, I think most of us, we have understood purpose quite in a wrong way. Because for 1 second, I just want you to take back your responsibility. Because purpose is not something that someone else has given you. It's like something that they place in front of your feet and it's like, now this is what you have to do in life. No, one of my teachers once told me, purpose is what you give your life. So purpose is something that you can decide what you want to achieve in your life, what you want to create, what kind of ideas you have in your life. And I have 4 amazing questions that you can ask yourself to go really to the root and ask these questions to know what is it actually what you can do in this life and what you can also enjoy. And at the same time, I just want to remind you that a purpose doesn't always mean that it also has to be a profession. A purpose is something that you want to do because you feel like your heart is longing for it. You feel like you're not the person anymore if you're not doing this. And here we already come to the first question. What is something that I've always loved? If you go back into your childhood, maybe you can even ask your caregivers or your siblings or people that you hung out with, what is something that you always loved? What is something that you didn't even want to stop because you enjoyed it so much? There can be any kind of activity. Really go deep and really think about what is something that you really enjoyed. And don't just think like, oh yeah, this is what kids do. No, become really curious about how you already were and what was already important for you when you were a child. So as a little inspiration for me, basically it was dancing, it was movement and it was gymnastics. I already loved it so much as a child and this hasn't even stopped until this moment because I'm still loving and enjoying it so much. Question number 2. What am I so passionate about that comes so easily to me? What is something where you have the feeling when you do it, it puts you immediately in a flow state. It puts you immediately in a state where you forget about everything. Where you're just in the moment, where you're just focused on doing this one thing. And where your whole body, your heart, everything is just set on fire because you enjoy it so much. And it can be as simple as writing or reading, cooking. What is something that comes so easily to you that maybe you don't even realize that it's one of the gifts that you have? And going to the third point is probably my most favorite question at all. And just imagine this. Just imagine that you don't have to worry about finances at all in your life. So you don't have to worry about your house because it's already paid for. You don't have to worry about your health. You have enough money to provide for your family. You have a car, whatever it is what you want to wish for or what you really desire. Just imagine you live in a world of abundance. Your life is filled with abundance. You have everything what you need. So if you wouldn't have to worry about finances, about money, what would you actually do? And that question is very, very beautiful, because very often we tell each other, oh, I cannot do it because I don't have enough money, or I don't have enough time because I'm in my full-time job and then I have to take care of my kids. And I totally get it. Sometimes life is really consuming us, but sometimes we also put ourselves our own barriers so that we are holding ourselves back from something that we actually want to achieve and something that we actually want to go for. For instance, one of my friends has recently started with photography. So she had this amazing camera from someone else, and then she was thinking, you know what? The objective, the lens that I have is actually not so well. I need a new one. So she started buying a new one. Then she had this amazing lens and she was taking pictures, but you know what? She still wasn't happy about it. So she told me she has to get a new camera first, so that then finally she can take really, really amazing pictures. And maybe this kind of story sounds similar to you, because sometimes we put some barriers in front of us and we tell each other, if we only have this, if we only have this, then I can finally become good at something, or then I can finally do something, but right now I cannot do it because I don't have enough money. I want to tell you that following your purpose doesn't have to do anything with having money. It's actually just following your heart and following something that you're passionate about. So if you would have all the money in the world and you're provided financially with everything, what is something that you would love to do? And lastly, question number 4, and this question my mom told me on a very, very early age. And the question is, what would you do? What do you love so much that you would even want to pay money for, that you can still do it? And I love it so much because it's basically actually the opposite of the third question that we just had before. Because now we're in the position to see, what is it what I want to do so much? What is something that I cannot live without, that I would even give money for it or give anything financial that I have? I really hope these 4 questions were helpful for you and you can become more clear on what you actually want, maybe even for this new year 2025, and where your purpose is taking you. And just remember that this life is about actually enjoying it. It's about ease, it's about laughing, it's about enjoying. So what is something that you already enjoy? Where you don't have to learn a new skill, where you don't need to spend money for, where you don't need someone else. It's just something that really comes so natural out of you. And maybe it can even help someone else. I hope you really enjoyed this video, and please let me know in the comments on what you reflected on the 4 questions, how you answered them, and if you have more clarity right now. I would love to connect with you more, and see you in the next video, and have a beautiful day. Bye.